like to eat a sweet treat every now and then? I know I do, and a lot of us enjoy a cookie or piece of candy when it's time for that special goodie, and what's a birthday without a cake? But as much as we might like special snacks like these, we know they're not very good for us, right? Fortunately, there are lots of healthier choices out there for when we want something sweet to eat. Foods like apples and bananas are full of things that are good for our bodies, and they're also naturally sweet. The reason that both desserts and fruits taste so sweet is thanks to sugar. So where does all that tasty sugar come from? Believe it or not, the story of sugar starts with the sun. Green plants catch the light from the sun and then take the energy in the sunlight and use it with other materials in the air and water to make a kind of sugar called glucose. Plants use this glucose as a source of energy to help them grow. Then, when animals, including people like us, eat plants, our bodies use the glucose in the plants for our own energy to grow and play. Aw, thanks, plants! And glucose is just one kind of sugar that comes from plants. The sugar that's probably in the canisters in your kitchen is another kind of sweet stuff made by plants, called sucrose. Plants move sucrose around from one part of a plant to another in a liquid called sap. You might already know that we collect sap from maple trees. If you cook the sap for a really long time until most of the water in the sap is gone, then the sweet stuff that's left behind is what we call maple syrup. But maple trees are just one plant that we use to get sugar. Most of the sucrose we eat comes from a plant called sugarcane. Sugarcane grows in places where it's warm all year round, and it's related to the grass that grows in our lawns. Its long, thick stems are full of sugar, and when the cane is cut down, the stems can be squeezed until all of the sap or juice comes out. We also get sucrose from another plant called a sugar beet. Instead of getting sap from the stem though, we can crush, cook, and squeeze the root of the sugar beet to get its sweet juice. All of these plants make and store a lot of sucrose, so we use them to make the sugar that fills our sugar bowls. But how does it get from the plants and into your bowl? The sugar you eat is made by taking the sap from sugarcane or the juice from sugar beets and then heating it until the water in the juice is gone. As it dries, the particles that make up sugar stick to each other, making little tiny squares that eventually form sweet little crystals. So whether it's maple syrup for your pancakes or sprinkles for your sugar cookies or even a sweet juicy strawberry, the sugar that you eat comes from plants. And you know what the sweetest part of many plants is? Fruit! Lots of plants store a bunch of sugar inside their fruits, but unlike those sticky desserts, fruit also carries a lot of other good things that your body needs to stay healthy. Thanks for joining us on SciShow Kids. Do you have a question about a food you like or anything else? Then get some help from a grown-up and leave us a comment or send us an email at kids@thescishow.com. And we'll see you next time.